Most might dream of someday being inducted into a single Hall of Fame. The late Frank Harford Cronin already stands in the University of Maryland Athletic, Maryland Boxing, and Golf Coaches of America Halls of Fame. Now, his induction into the Middle Atlantic PGA Hall of Fame adds yet another testament to the diversity of his achievement.
I think he would really be very proud of it, and it's kind of a culmination of his life as a golfer here at Maryland.
Attending the University of Maryland in the 1930s, Cronin, or Harf as he was known to his college friends, set school records in the quarter mile and pole vault. After using up his track eligibility, Harf joined the boxing team for a year and went undefeated. Cronin didn't take up golf until his 20s, but his athletic ability quickly overcame his late start in the game.
He was probably one of the greatest competitors that I know. He wanted to excel in whatever he did. And of course, the record shows that he accomplished that.
After serving in World War II, Cronin returned to his alma mater, where he elevated golf to the intercollegiate level and became the team's first coach in 1947. For 25 years, Coach Cronin produced winning squads with notable players who went on to leadership roles in the sport. Former PGA Tour Commissioner Dean Beeman, PGA professional Rick Martino, and current coach Tom Hanna all played under Coach Cronin.
What I think he brought to it was this fierce dedication. I mean, when he looked you in the eye, you knew he wanted it bad and that he wanted you to want it bad. And his players developed that kind of spirit. I mean, they wanted to win. And because of that, I think that transcends all sports. And it wasn't just as an athlete, but it was also what you did with the rest of your life.
Coach is just a great human being and is the personification of a golf professional. Classy guy, just a good player, knew the game well, knew life, took care, helped people whenever he could.
After stepping down as coach in 1971, Cronin remained the PGA Director of Golf Operations at the Golf Course. During that time, he continued to influence students such as PGA Tour player Fred Funk.
The integrity of everybody that grew up there was really strong. I really think that a lot had to do with everybody's feeling as they went through working there had to come from Frank Cronin, who we call Coach, and he just was a great man, and I just feel really fortunate that I was able to be a part of that, and I don't think there's any way I would have reached the level that I'm at now without that kind of background.
In addition to the students he impacted, the Golf Course itself is a large part of Cronin's legacy.
He helped build it, he helped construct it, he was part of it, he was one of them, and I would have to tell you that whatever contribution this golf course has, he had a great deal to do with it, and that's an understatement.
This is his golf course. He's still here as far as I'm concerned. I just look at it that way. He was instrumental in getting it up and running and making it a good spot. He had a lot of PGA seminars and so forth here. It's just Coach Cronin, it's Harf's golf course, it really is.
Frank's passion for teaching extended to his PGA colleagues. He coordinated PGA business schools held on the Maryland campus, among the first held outside of Florida.
When you always saw a coach, you always had when he had a sport coat on, the PGA emblem was always there. So he was high profile, being a golf coach at the University of Maryland, being a golf director, being a golf professional, and wherever he went, with his stature, his size, and he commanded respect, and with that PGA emblem on there, it really promoted the PGA as well as junior golf, as well as college golf.
Cronin was honored as the Middle Atlantic PGA Professional of the Year in 1971 and won the section's Horton Smith Trophy 3 times. The Middle Atlantic section honors him once again as a member of the 2007 class inducted into the Middle Atlantic PGA Hall of Fame.
This honor to Frank Cronin means a great deal to me. We were such good friends. In fact, he was like a brother to me. So to see him recognized for all that he contributed through the years is very important.
He was special. You know, he brought me into the game.
We were very close friends. We were very good friends, both he and his wife, and my wife and myself. We remember him so well, and everything you have to tell about him, and everything that I have to say about him, he was an outstanding individual, unquote.